Good afternoon, families. It is Thursday, September 8th, 2022, and this is the end of our second week, even though it's a short 3-day week. And here to talk to you, Turtle Talk, on just what we have been doing this week and some important information for you all to keep you up to date and up to speed. So we'll get right off with our top two. Parent orientation is this next week, Tuesday, September 13th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here at Lake Bluff. We're going to have like a short presentation for K-5, just to kind of talk about some of the routines and procedures and things in a little bit more detail that we do here. And that way, if you have any questions or specific things, you can talk to me when you are here. And we'll dive even deeper into that when we have open house, which I believe is in October, but I'm not entirely sure as to the date yet. I'd have to look at the calendar. So that's coming up. Other top two, water bottles and snack. It's still kind of hot. I know our mornings have been cold, but every once in a while our afternoons get pretty steamy in the classroom, and same for recess as well. For those of you who have students bring in water bottles, thank you. I'm trying to send them home every day so they don't get gross. But if your student doesn't have a water bottle and they get thirsty, it's really hard because our bubblers are not necessarily engineered to work right now. They're just more water refilling stations. So water bottles are really important. If that's something that you need help getting, or you need some ideas, please reach out. I will send you some ideas on what would work well. Also for snack, we have snack twice a day. Wednesdays sometimes is a little different because it's our shorter day and there's not much time between when we get up from rest time and then into playtime, or as yesterday, we had something different. But two healthy snacks that students know about ahead of time so they know where it is, either in their backpack, in a lunch, or in a special pouch, is pretty important. Kiddos get hungry, and when they're hungry, it's really hard to learn and focus. So that's my top two for the week on just kind of where we're at. If you're doing water bottles and snack, thank you. If it's something that's kind of slipped through the radar and it's new, just keep on it. That'd be fantastic. I appreciate it. Here's some things that we've accomplished this week. We had our first brain break this week on Wednesday, which was yesterday, which is just like a 30-minute pause in the day for all of kindergarten. We go outside, we stretch our legs, we get some fresh air, things that are scientifically proven to help with learning and just being healthy human beings. So that's fantastic, and everyone seemed to really enjoy it. We started some phonics activities this week, which included, honestly, just going through our alphabet, looking at some letters, some pictures that match letters, and beginning sounds, like a picture of an apple for short A, and then saying ah. Just kind of getting in the routines and procedures of what will become some more of our standardized learning as we get into the year and get things under our belt. We had yesterday another brand new thing. It was our Lake Bluff Crew. So for those of you who are familiar, either from last year or have older students at Lake Bluff, we have crews, which is like our classroom crew, and then we have our school crew called the Lake Bluff Crew, where yesterday we met on Zoom. So we were all in our classroom, and we got to see and hear from Miss Harrison and our principal, Miss A.O.K., and they just talked to us a little bit about P.A.R.K, our character traits, perseverance, advocacy, responsibility, and kindness, and how those connect with our behavior here in the classroom, out at recess, in the lunchroom, in school in general, and how those traits are important. We're going to be creating some sort of art project as classrooms to decorate our school. So I'm not sure what yet. We're going to maybe talk about it and figure it out together as a class. I kind of like doing that. So that was good. Let's see. Today we went through and finalized some ideas on classroom rules, things that we all agree are things we should be doing. It's not a don't run, don't scream and shout. It's use kind voices, raise your quiet hand. Framing things in a positive helps students know what to do, which is very different than just telling them what they shouldn't be doing or what they're doing isn't it yet. So just a slight different mind shift, but it's putting things in a positive framing voice. We also read The Kissing Hand today, talking about feelings that we have when we're at school. We went through a small little basket that I have of like just different fidgets and calm downs, because everyone has a day where they're feeling sad, frustrated, mad, and those feelings are normal. Feelings are okay, but not all feelings help you move on and figure things out. And when those things happen, we're learning how to deal with those and how to use our words to express how we're feeling. So that's pretty important. We've been practicing playtime this week, which sounds a little strange, but it's how do you take turns? How do you invite someone who looks like they don't have anyone to play with to come and play with you, especially if you don't know their name? Or if you're new, how to ask, may I play with you, when you don't know someone's name? It seems like a no-brainer, but it's really not. It's the kind of thing that does take a lot of practice, because when it goes right and correct, cool, playtime is fantastic. When it doesn't end up going in a positive way, people get their feelings hurt, and not because someone's trying to be mean, just because it didn't work the first time. It takes work to be a friend. It takes work to practice playing together, sharing, taking turns, and it takes practice cleaning up. Not everyone likes someone else cleaning up their stuff, especially if it's like Legos or something you've built. It's no, don't wreck my stuff, I'll put it away. And so we're talking about that. We're being very explicit as a class on what does success look like when we're in the classroom. What does it look like? What does it sound like? And how does it feel? When we look around our room and our room is clean, that feels nice. And if it's messy, how does that feel? Is this how we want it to feel? And if it's not, what do we do as a class together to solve and meet that problem? So we've been practicing and talking about that. We started this week our first chapter book for the year. It is an all-time favorite of mine. It's something I've read to every single class that I have ever taught. It's Toys Go Out. It's a fantastic chapter book series about some stuffed animal toys that have some adventures of their own when the little girl whose room they live in is out and about. And wonderfully, I am lucky enough to have some stuffed animal versions of some of our main characters. Lumpy here, who's a buffalo bison, and Stingray, who of course is a stingray. And they kind of hang out with us while we are reading in and around either snack or quiet time. I'm just kind of gauging where everyone's at and what their ability to focus and listen, but everyone seemed to very much enjoy our story. There are 3 different chapter books total, and there's also a picture book, and we'll be reading those throughout the year, including tons more. One of the best ways to help students learn how to read and predict and enjoy literacy at all is to read to them. And so I will encourage you to read to your students at home, whether at a good bedtime routine or having like books read aloud. There's lots of different resources that we'll have at orientation as well. There's things called like Storyline Online, where they're like famous actors and actresses who read really great books, and they're on YouTube and on a website. They're all kid appropriate and friendly. In case you're not super confident in your read aloud or you've got other things to do, because we all do. So that's good. Other big things in your folder coming home today for Thursday is this. It is a picture day form, which is September 23rd, I believe a Friday. That's coming up. So this is coming home in your folder as well, so please make sure you look for that. Folders are coming home. Our purple folders right now are coming home on Thursdays, so important information that's in paper form or work and things like that from the classroom will come home on Thursdays. Otherwise, there is a digital Thursday folder that is through Infinite Campus that you should be receiving an email that has any important information, newsletters from Miss A.O.K. and things like that. And if you're not receiving that, or if you have an email that's preferable, or you have other people in your family and you want to make sure that everyone's receiving the same things, please reach out to me. If you need doubles in a folder, if you miss something, you lose something, it gets soaked with a water bottle in your backpack and you don't know what it was, reach out, let me know. I will grab an extra, find an extra, put one in a folder, put it in a bag, meet you at the beginning, or I can even scan it and email it to you, because that's what's most important, is that you get what you need. So I hope this finds you well. I hope you have been enjoying the gorgeous weather that we have had this week, because it is. And I hope you are having a fantastic start to the year, because we are as well, and it's really nice. So I know that there's tons behind the scene that each and every one of you do, and things that I probably don't even know about. So I just have to always offer my appreciation and thanks to you for all that you do to help our classroom and our students be successful each and every day, from bedtimes and breakfasts to handshakes and hugs and checking in and seeing how they're doing and just being amazing. So take care of yourself and have a fantastic 3-day weekend. No school tomorrow, Friday. It's a teacher in service. We are working behind the scenes, and I will see you next week, Monday. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.